If you are driving a 2013 or newer Nissan Rogue, Altima, Pathfinder, Sentra, Versa, or Maxima, you are not driving a transmission. You are operating a steel band wrapped around two cone-shaped pulleys, soaking in fluid that overheats by design, sliding instead of locking, and shedding metal shavings into its own transmission pan with every mile you drive. Nissan's internal engineering team measured this exact failure in laboratory testing 6 years before Nissan sold the first one to your family. A generation ago, an automatic transmission was a sealed mechanical fortress. A 4-speed gearbox in a 1996 Toyota Camry contained interlocking steel gears, hardened planetary sets, and a torque converter the size of a coffee can. The unit was designed to clear 300,000 miles on basic fluid changes. If it failed, an independent shop pulled a salvage replacement, swapped it in over a long weekend, and handed the owner a bill under $2,000 in cash. The customer drove away the same day. That world is gone. The continuously variable transmission in a modern Nissan replaces steel gears with a single belt of stacked metal segments riding between two variable width pulleys. There are no fixed ratios. There is no torque converter lockup like an old gearbox had. The friction surface is in constant motion, constantly sliding, constantly heating, and constantly grinding the surface coating off the belt that holds your drivetrain together. Engineers at Jatco, the Nissan supplier that manufactures the units, knew the design was thermally fragile. They knew the validated fluid temperature ceiling was lower than that of a conventional automatic transmission. They built the unit anyway because a continuously variable transmission is cheaper to manufacture and it squeezes 1 or 2 extra miles per gallon out of an Environmental Protection Agency fuel economy test. But the engineering shortcut was not the crime. The crime was the cover-up. Nissan documented the failure pattern in internal reports as early as 2012. They described slipping under load, lurching at low speed, shuddering during highway acceleration, and a complete loss of forward drive. Every one of those symptoms appeared in the company's own warranty data before the affected vehicles ever reached the showroom floor. Nissan kept selling them. They wrote talking points for dealership service writers explaining that the symptoms were normal. They issued technical service bulletins instructing technicians to flash the transmission control module, top off the fluid, and send the customer back out the door. The defect was real. The fix was a software patch. A federal class action firestorm has now reached the American legal system. In April 2025, a court approved a $277 million settlement in Stringer versus Nissan, covering the Rogue from 2014 to 2018, the Pathfinder from 2015 to 2018, and the Infiniti QX60 from 2015 to 2018. A second settlement, Beaver versus Nissan, extended the warranty on the Murano from 2015 to 2018, and the Maxima from 2016 to 2018 to 84 months or 84,000 miles. Earlier settlements covered the Altima, the Sentra, the Versa, and the Rogue Sport. Multiple generations of working families sat behind the wheel of the same defective drivetrain. Nissan paid 3 separate rounds of class action settlements and is still selling new vehicles equipped with the same continuously variable transmission, CVT, today. Today I am going to show you exactly how the CVT scam works, why every working family in America is one of the targets, and what you must do this week before the warranty window closes on you. Here is how the machine operates. The CVT belt rides between 2 pulleys under hydraulic pressure. The fluid is the only thing keeping the steel belt from slipping under engine torque. As the fluid ages, it thins, contaminates with metallic glitter, and loses the ability to maintain pulley clamping force. The belt slips, the slip generates heat. The heat further degrades the fluid and the cycle accelerates. Owners report the first symptom around 60,000 miles. By 80,000 miles, the transmission is shuddering at highway speed. By 100,000 miles, it is dead. The replacement cost at a Nissan dealership runs $4,500 to $7,000. The replacement unit is the same defective design that just failed. The customer is paying full retail for a guaranteed second failure. the financial damage extends past the repair bill. A 2017 Nissan Rogue, purchased new for $28,000, now sells on used lots for under $9,000 at 6 years old. A comparable 2017 Toyota RAV4 with a conventional automatic still trades for $16,000 on the same lot. The CVT vehicle is not depreciating, it is being penalized by every used car buyer who has read a single internet forum. The independent transmission specialists who used to rebuild 4-speed automatics in driveways across America are refusing to rebuild Nissan CVT units. The cost of new pulleys, belts, valve bodies, and specialty fluid exceeds the value of the car. The vehicle is mechanically totaled while the chassis still has 200,000 miles of life left in it. Here is how you protect yourself. First, walk into your driveway tonight and check the badge on the rear of your Nissan. If the model badge reads Rogue, Altima, Sentra, Versa, Pathfinder, Maxima, Murano, or QX60, and the model year is between 2013 and 2024, your transmission is on the affected list. Pull the title document out of your filing cabinet and write the in-service date on the back of an index card. Count forward 84 months. Mark the calendar. Second, file your claim now if your warranty window is still open. The Stringer settlement and the Beaver settlement have specific filing deadlines, and they require proof of repair receipts. Visit the official settlement administrator websites, print and complete the claim forms, and mail them by certified return receipt. Keep the receipts in the same folder as your title. Third, pull the transmission fluid dipstick if your model still has one. If the fluid smells burnt or appears black instead of red, drive directly to an independent shop and demand a full fluid exchange before your next trip. Do not let the dealership tell you the fluid is sealed for life. That language is the final lie in the chain. Routine fluid replacement extends the life of the unit. The dealership has a financial incentive to let it die. Fourth, when this vehicle finally fails, do not finance another CVT. Cross-shop a Toyota Corolla, a Honda Civic, or a Mazda 3 with a conventional automatic or manual transmission. Conventional automatics are still being manufactured, and they still last 300,000 miles. The Nissan CVT was a corporate cost-cutting weapon disguised as fuel efficiency, and the only way to defund it is to stop buying the cars equipped with it. If you are learning something from this, hit subscribe. I cover the engineering scams and financial traps hidden inside everyday vehicles every single week. Now, the Nissan CVT is not the only transmission engineered to fail just outside the warranty window. The same playbook is running right now inside the 10-speed automatic that Ford bolted into more than 1.5 million Mustangs, Explorers, and Edges. If you want to see why mechanics are refusing to touch a 2017 Ford, click the video on your screen now.